Hello, my name is John and I'm the developer of Online Poker Manager, and today I'm going to do a quick video on how to use the replayer. So once you run the application, you'll be presented with a bunch of different options. Click on the replayer. And what the replayer is going to do is going to ask you to open up a hand history to replay. And I've gotten some questions in the past about how to get the hand histories from Bovada, so I think I'll just take a minute and show you how to do that. So once you log into your Bovada account, the way to get the hand history so you can replay them in my application is to click on the account option in the Bovada application, and it's going to take you up. By default, it's going to bring you to this My Account dashboard. What you want to do is you want to go to hand history. And once you're on hand histories, you want to select game transactions. From there, you can select the different types of game types you want to download. For example, if I want to download any of my recent scheduled tournaments, I can click on that, and then you'll need to use this drop down here and select the different tournaments. So Bovada only lets you download hand histories for any kind of game you played for the last 7 days. After that 7 days go by, you can no longer get your hand history. So once you've selected the ones you want, you can either download each one individually, or you can just select the download all. And what it'll show you is that download is requested. The trick to actually getting them to show up on your computer is you need to actually exit the application and then log back into Bovada. And once you log back into Bovada, they will then appear into your hand history folder on your hard drive on your computer. So once you're back into Online Poker Manager and go into the replayer, your hand histories will be located under this Bovada hand history location. So to replay a hand history, just go ahead and select any one you want. I'll just grab this 100,000 guarantee, and it'll bring up the replayer. So I'll just kind of go through some of the different options that are on the replayer here. And I'll just make this a bit bigger so we can see everything. So starting from here, it's going to tell you the provider, which obviously is Bodog or Bovada, one and the same. It'll tell you the tournament number that you're playing, a description of the tournament, the start time, which was 4:25, and my end time, which was 8:48. It'll show you your buy-in, your finish place, an amount won, if anything, and the number of hands you have played. There's a button here that will save your summary information to this tracking database that I have included in the application as well, and I'll show you that in a different video. And then for each hand, there's a summary of this particular individual hand. So this is hand number 1. The site hand number, the Bovada hand number, is this big number. Our blinds are 20 and 40, 0 antes. And just as kind of a convenience, I'm showing you how many big blinds I have at the moment. So I'm having 125 big blinds since the big blind is 40, and I have 5,000 chips. There's also a number of options you can turn on or off. So by default, what you're seeing is that every single person's hole cards are available to see in the Bovada hand histories. So by default, I am showing what everyone's cards are. If you want to replay this as if you were actually playing the tournament, you can just uncheck the show hole cards, and you just need to click on one of these things. So now you can see that we're hiding the hole card so we don't know what everyone else has. You can also change the background of the cards. If you don't like the red, you can change it to blue, whatever you'd like. There's also an option to highlight the hero, which is us, of course. So it just makes it easier to see what position you're in. Otherwise, it's kind of hard. The only way Bovada shows you what seat you're actually in is with this me thing here. So I just leave that highlighted, and you can also turn off 4-color deck if you don't like it, and have just normal cards. And then the hand history replayer works if you've ever used any one or seen any other ones. Works just like any other one. There is some buttons here that control the action. So the next hand, this will just cycle through the different hands, so you can see, and as you do this, you'll see the hand summary information changes as you go along. To play what each individual actions are is the next action and previous action. So if you click next action, it'll show you what happens all the way around. The Jack-9, 3-bear raises, Ace-2 folds, Now this guy wins it. So the information will kind of go along with the action. So you can see just as we go along, it shows you what each individual person was doing. This guy raised 120. He called a couple of folds, 3 folds, and they played, and the flop comes. The next action is he bets 200. And this guy folds, and so he wins 300. So works, as you would expect it to. There's also an autoplay option. So if you did want to play all your hand history, all your hands, without having to click all the time, you can just click on this play button, and what you'll see is the action goes by itself. To speed it up, you can just click on the plus, and you can see it'll go a little bit faster. If you want to slow it down, click on the minus, and stop the action. On the side here also, there are some action options. So if you didn't want to replay every single hand that's in this hand history, there's not too many of them. So let's say you only wanted to replay the ones where you had some action in the hand. So if you click on this hero and you click next hand, it's going to jump to the next hand where you have some action. So in this hand, for example, looks like I must have done something with my ace-9, and so I raised. And again, if you hit next hand again, it's going to jump to the next time you did something, whether that's raising or what it is. There's also a notes option, which I'll explain later or in a different video. On the bottom of the replayer as well is a bar chart or a box chart of all the different hands that are there, and they're color coded. So green means you won. So if you take a look at this hand number 13, I won. It's showing me that I have won 240 chips with an ace-9. This next hand I won 343 chips with ace-10, 300 chips with jack-10, and I lost 417 with an ace-king. And if you click on these individual hand numbers here, it'll jump right to this hand. So you can see this is a hand that said I lost some amount playing ace-king. Let's replay it, see what happened. Check down. I bet 237. The king jack calls, which is, and he bets, and I fold. So that's the hand. So that shows you how I managed to lose my 417 chips. Now, there's also a hand information section in the replayer. So this would show you exactly what's happened in a textual information for this particular hand. So this way you can kind of scroll through, show you the hand number, your starting chips, it'll show you the whole cards of everybody, and then a textual display of all the hand information. So you can, if you want, click on either text or HTML and export that, so that will have saved it to your clipboard. And if you did actually run, you wanted to see what that does, if I bring up my Notepad application, paste what just happened here, it'll show you what happened. This Notepad is a horrible utility, but that would happen as well. You can also save it as HTML and paste it into web pages, different things like that. So that's really all there is to the main section of the replayer. Again, there are notes that you can take, but I'll show another video for that. So it shows you how you can save notes on each hand you played, and then you can visually see those notes as you're replaying the hand. So that's it.